Okay, we are back in Phoenix Point, and this is the first video I'm recording after the Corrupted Horizons DLC has just dropped, and because I've got all of the DLC involved, it's going to be included in this particular game. I'm not sure about what impact that is going to have on a campaign in progress, but, you know, we will just roll with the punches. I don't think anyone's had much time to see the content yet and spoil it, and if they have, I certainly haven't seen it. But perhaps the more impactful changes, whether you have the DLC or not, are some of the rebalance changes that have been done to the geoscape, and particularly to the way that diplomacy in this game functions, have been dramatic. And I'm not going to be one of those people who claims they saw my videos or anything, but I think the community's been calling out for a while that the strategy of raiding other factions and then still being best buddies with them has been overpowered for a while. You've seen how quickly I have been able to get on top of the geoscape by just raiding people and stealing aircraft after aircraft, and still having Synedrian like me to the tune of 68% and be one of the candidates to ally with. That has now changed. We'll go through the impacts of some of the patch as we play the game, but first, I really want to shoot down this corrupted Thunderbird over here, which I'll be able to do as soon as Charlie's squad finishes searching this site. But before I do, we've got these aircraft flying on their way back to our Phoenix base in order to rearm and repair, and I just thought I would show you this. This is something that has changed the game. This raid would cost me 27 relationship with New Jericho. Before, I think it would cost like 5 or 6, and what has essentially happened here is there's been a change, wherein the better your relationship with a faction, the more opinion you lose if you attack them. Essentially, if you're neutral, there's no like peace agreement or alliance, they won't like it when you attack them. Much like before, you'll lose like however many opinion. I would need to start a new game to check, but I imagine it's probably around the original 6, but I will check that. But as your opinion gets higher, it becomes more about, it simulates almost like breaking a nap in Dominions or a peace treaty in real life. You're betraying an ally and a friend. You're rolling up, you're killing their people and taking their stuff. So the damage to your reputation becomes huge. So whereas before, you could consistently raid even your friends and sort of farm the opinions so that you were being quote-unquote efficient in how you managed your reputation in relationship with these factions. You'd be like, oh, okay, I'll take the -6 now because I'm about to go hit some Pandoran locations, and that'll give me +10. Now you're talking big stuff. Individual hostile actions against your allies are major negatives. And that, coupled with the new tiered system where they steadily release technology at different levels, means that you kind of can't do this hedge your bet strategy anymore, where you are both everyone's friend, but also you roll up and take their stuff. You're going to have to choose your enemies, choose your friends, or accept much slower game progression. Remember though, you can't really all in someone, or if you do, you have to accept that you're going to war with them, and that means you won't be able to trade at their factions, you won't be able to recruit, you'll have to steal their technology rather than eventually get given it for free. So this has just made the game generally harder, and specifically by nerfing the best, what I have always thought of as the best strat, which is this be generally friendly across the board, favor 2 factions, but get the support of all 3, raid Synedrian extensively to build up your air force along with New Jericho, and make it up to them just by doing other missions or saying nice things about them in story missions. Not really an option anymore. Fantastic change. I hate it as a I hate it for the impact it has on this campaign, but at least we're in a good position already. If we were starting again, it would have a much greater impact. We've already got most of our air force, but it will really change the way that the meta on the geoscape is played from now on, and I think for the better. Okay, so we have researched the Scorpion, which is the alien tech sniper rifle. Crystal crossbow is coming into play. We've got both our aircraft going back to rearm and repair. It's about to make the intercept in a moment. Bravo squad's going back to base. Alpha squad is available to deploy. This is going to be very slightly inefficient, but I do want to shoot down this aircraft first. So we'll make this interception and then we'll deploy Alpha squad, even though it costs us a few hours. Yep, Bravo squad needs to... Delta squad is in place for this. Okay, so we're also now in position for the Seeking Dr. Science mission. So we've got 2 missions rolling straight off as soon as I just really want to shoot down this aircraft. It has no weapons, it has no health, so we're just going to roll in with these short-range weapons. and basically I will disable the armor. Now normally we would be vulnerable because we have these aircraft has limited health, limited armor. Wait. Oh no. I think I'm an idiot. This is an I thought this was a single shot weapon. It's an automatic weapon. Well, let's disengage before we waste more ammo. Complete waste, because with that armor protection, it is immune. So the gift, we have to essentially get back to base. Do we have ammunition loaded? Yeah, we have ammunition. Don't repair. Go back and shoot that thing down before it escapes. Jeez, okay, so that's going to have to wait for later in the episode then, unfortunately. Bravo squad's there, so do we want to do Alpha Squad or Seeking Dr. Symes? Let's do Seeking Dr. Symes. Mind you, they're both going to take place at exactly the same time. So, this team is going in with relatively limited kit. I will save up and grab you Thief Phaonix, Rick. I could issue you a better assault rifle. That might be a good idea, given we're going to be replacing all these with shard guns relatively soon, I would hope. And you know what? For good measure, I will give you a gas grenade. You don't need to carry one of those magazines. How much is ammo for this? There you are. I like that loadout better, because this team needs a little bit of a buff. You've got a shotgun, which is good as a backup. Plus, you've got a med kit and a free reload. I'm going to do that. Bar to Prey. Could cross-class. Seeking Dr. Symes. I'm trying to remember what the enemy type is on this. I'm going to assume it's Pandorans. In which case, it might be worth issuing a couple of neuralizers. I've got 2. So what I will do is this. I will give the Berserkers. It's always a toss-up because the Berserkers can also just use close combat weapons, but I will give both of the Berserkers access, and I'll take you all the way up to 20 speed. Neuralizers, just in case it's Pandorans. I can't quite recall. Okay, so let's find out if we've bitten off more than we can chew here. I think I recognize these sorts of maps. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Pandorans, and it's going to be a lot of Pandorans at a reasonably high level. One contact straight off the bat. Spit ahead. So reasonably protected, mobile. Like generally a pretty good form of the Arthron, but held back by the fact it is a melee variant. Grenade launchers are much more dangerous. So that torso and stuff is good. It's mobile, but if they stuck a grenade launcher or a machine gun on it, it would be much more dangerous. Let's just get everyone moved up and then see how many Pandorans expose themselves on their turn. And it's a Chiron. And a Triton Wretch that's going to be positioned in just a good sort of position to make sure we can't rush down the Chiron. The good thing is we're looking at mostly melee Arthrons so far. I'm really looking out for, are there anything like sniper rifle Tritons, or maybe a Siren, anything that's going to... I think Myrmidon's an example of something that's, you know, that'll hurt us, but we'll be able to kill it once it jumps. There's this... Wasn't I just saying a Siren would be a problem? So here's the issue. The Siren's incredibly dangerous. And there's an Arthron gunner. Jeez, okay, so we've got sources of damage output, things like the Siren and the gunner. We've got these melee enemies which, well, melee or pistol. Pistol might as well be melee because it's inaccurate at range. All of which are wrapped around this Chiron. And what the Chiron's going to do is cost us turns. The Chiron can't, like, hurt us per se, but it's a serious challenge in terms of ammo consumption and keeping yourself basically functioning, because you have to spend action points every turn dealing with it. Or rather dealing with the worms it produces. What sort of shots does the sniper have? Okay, so the sniper's got Wretch shots, Triton Brute shots. The Wretch is more important than the Brute. Where is Rick going to be able to get to? Rick could maybe get to... Well, with a dash, Rick could get to there. Rick could dash in, then out if he wanted to do damage over there. He could dash out this way if he wanted to switch flanks. We could try and refuse this flank, maybe. That might be an option. Psychic Scream. Reduce the will points of all enemy units within a limited range. Okay. And what is your movement? 22. You are a mobile bastard. Alright, leave this with me for a second. So what we're going to try and do is pinch off the less dangerous bits first. Or at least, not less dangerous, but the weaker bits first. So we want the Pain Chameleon to go away. Ah, we got the leg instead of the arm, so he will Pain Chameleon. So he will reappear on his turn. Unfortunately, he doesn't leave behind a blood trail. Apparently, the Pain Chameleon ability of the Triton covers the blood trail that he leaves behind, despite the fact that he is bleeding. And this does not look like it will be easy. Oh, no, there he is. Pretty sure that's him right there. So, we're not going to be able to get close enough to bust his concealment, are we? No. What we could do, I'm pretty sure, is poison him. Could also... See... I don't think poison is really good against these large targets. In fact, poison's generally not very good. I had it more as sort of like an add-on. I could do that, then pull out, but that's going to make me probably too vulnerable to the Siren. So the first stage of the plan is already in difficulty. Okay.
Pushing
so
on.
Let's switch flanks.
Let's go.
And let's strip some armor off this guy.
Repositioning.
Self-replicating, who is functioning as our rear guard. So that'll take that shot, which means Coach needs to swap around to this flank, because we don't want anyone off there being vulnerable to that. And Coach is going to be basically doing a whole bunch of cleanup duty on worms as they come in. Nice, exciting duty. And I think we're also going to have to bring our other Berserker back, catch worms as they come in. And what we're going to try and do is bait them around into a close range engagement. He will definitely die this coming turn. I just don't want him to score any hits. He shouldn't. Might score one. Look, the leg shot's not bad there because it means he's not going to make melee range. Chiron is now going to use 3 AP and put out 3 worms. But that's what our Berserker's pistols are for. Also for dealing with the Myrmidons that are going to come in inevitably this turn. And the Gunner will get 1 volley. Which was not great, but not terrible. The Siren we can deal with 1 scream, but not more than 1 scream. That's actually just declaring that it's going to melee us to death next turn, so lots of priority targets. Okay, lots of priority targets. The Siren, which is heavily protected, is a problem, needs to die. Also because you can't really panic the Siren. In fact, most of these enemies are not vulnerable to panicking. The Gunner might be, but no one takes negatives for the worms being destroyed, unfortunately. and we're not quite going to be quite in range of hammer strikes from these guys. So, yeah, no, we're not going to quite make it. Unfortunate. We might be able to hammer strike some other guys, but don't count it. Alright, leave this with me for a minute. Okay, so here's what I've come up with.
Preparing to fire.
It starts with Rick making 2 kills. One is this. Let's just check that. Yeah, that should be fine. That aiming should be good. Okay, so that's a good start, because that eliminates 2 big sources of damage that could have come in and caused serious trouble. This siren is now a problem. It's dangerous, because, especially with these arm slots. So the question becomes, how much damage can we do, and what is the most efficient way to output damage? We have 180 by 2 with shred and virus on this assault rifle here, which means we can apply up to 12 virus, which means if you disable the head, we might be in business. Let me just check the head nerf here. Yeah, I'm thinking this might work. The problem is the most efficient way to do it would be to land a whole bunch of rounds like that. Sorry, like firing sort of center mass like this, rather than disabling the head, so you're not going to get the armor shredding on the head. So the armor shredding is 160, 20 times 2, so we're going to do 90, 90, 180, which is enough. So, we're going to disable the head. Because the other thing that you're considering doing is trying to disable the arms. The arm is actually quite tough. So, minus 26 will points, which gives it willpower 2. That
Zooming in.
suddenly means we're in business. Because what we do now is apply all of this virus. I mean, right now I could technically stop, but this is the most efficient target. So, that siren now has a 20 bleed, and will take 11 virus willpower at the beginning of its turn. Fantastic. This Triton I have not found a solution for, but come on, like, you can't expect me to get everything in one turn. There was a lot of threats on the field. So, Coach is going to do a little bit of a drive-by here. He's going to come. Shoot that worm. And unfortunately, I did lose sight of the other one, which is bad on my part. And switch him over on that flank, because he's going to provide some cover over here.
Online.
Which leaves one worm that I've seen plus this Myrmidon. And I figure there's no harm doing something like that. So there you are, there's the Siren Panic. And so close to death it's not funny, which is fantastic. Chiron will give us 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I can deal with that, especially with the Berserker over in that area. Myrmidon will fly in, I would think, unless it's already committed to its move. Nah, looks like it is already committed. That's good. So we'll get a Myrmidon next turn. I can deal with a Myrmidon next turn. And you I don't care about until you actually close the distance. Sounds like mist somewhere in the distance. Nope, mist here. So we're going to have to go into the mist to kill him, which I don't like, but there you go. Stop shooting the sniper, he's the only one who's taken damage. Okay, so we want to kill the Siren because I don't think... Nah, he's nowhere close to bleeding out. So we'll kill him. That'll demoralize everything else that happens to be on the field. Mind you, everything else on the field is pretty brave. So I think what happens here is...
Gotta keep on pushing.
Our brave sir self-replicating whatnot.
Got a visual. Zooming in.
Goes and does what needs to be done, even if that means that he's going to spend a turn in the mist.
Repositioning.
Let's go see what that loot item is. Actually, you know what? I will take a handgun. I should not speak ill of the handguns. Now, we need someone to go on Chiron hunting duty, but we also have things like Myrmidons and whatnot that are outstanding. So what we're going to do is bring Bard down. Bard's got a nice accurate pistol. Can't capture all of them. I said Bard has a nice accurate pistol, but okay.
Can't wait.
Guess that means Coach is going to have to do a little bit of backup duty. We will start capturing more of these, but only once we've cleared more of the field and I feel more in control.
Easy enough.
And I was planning on killing the
Let's show 'em what we can
Siren using our assault. I think that is still the plan. But I also want to start getting Rick closer to the Chiron. So I'm actually going to move the assault past the Siren. It'll drive by execution. That's a bleed to death right there. 9, yep. Clean and Phaonics. Don't shoot the stunned one. Where do we want to do damage? Do we want to start with the legs? Yeah, I'm going to start with the legs, in particular the ones that allow it to jump. Rip Siren. In comes the Myrmidon. Surprised he didn't actually go for a melee attack. Chiron's going to keep running away. He'll run out of ammunition eventually, though, which is another thing. Okay, that's 3 more worms. The other option is actually trying to capture him. That's another option. Okay. Ooh, how much... I don't know how much stun resistance a Myrmidon has. That's an interesting question. Maybe we go home with one of those.
Shake it, baby. Just give the word.
So, Berserkers continue their destined duty of cleaning up worms. Self-replicating, grab that pistol and then get out of the mist. You got a Chiron to chase, buddy. And we'll even let you get out of the mist that way. Awesome.
I'm ready.
What's Rick's current shot like? Okay. I mean, we can start stripping armor off the abdomen, but the legs are much more vulnerable. We're ending up sort of spraying the fire out, aren't we? So the torso might be the best compromise. Still starting to wear it down. Where is Bard? Awesome. So what I'm going to try with Bard is I'm going to do a little experiment. Am I? Or is this dumb? No, it's not, because I've got Phaonics. Okay, this is no longer dumb. Shock value greater than target hit points. That's an idea. Okay. So next turn, he can get in the business, because he needs to spend some action points to move, right? So as long as I shoot this poison worm... Ooh, that's not accurate. And the poison worm can just detonate for 1 AP right where it is, so we will kill it. But we might be in the business of capturing that Myrmidon. That's right, come closer so I can hit you with my, well, not my sword, but my various assortment of stun weapons, shotguns, and other implements of close range death. The shield bearer still out there being useless. It's like without their siren, they don't know what to do with themselves. Okay, let's see how much stun you have, Mr. Myrmidon. That's enough that we can actually bring you home with us. Okay, you are paralyzed. You are coming with us.
Already there.
And then these guys... are also coming home with us.
Ready. Hope I can find cover. I need an angle.
Confirming target.
Now, if I get too close... I think I shoot with...
Preparing fire.
I think I do more of this first.
Ready to engage.
Because what I'm basically hinting at is if
On
I
my
get
way.
close enough without getting completely stun locked,
Zooming in.
is the real potential is getting in for the headshots and getting chain panics on this guy going. So I'm going to leave... The reason I'm still shooting for the torso is I wanted to disable the torso, get some bleed on, and also because the shotgun's going to make mincemeat of the head anyway. Coach is good, Bard is good. Feed me more mutagens. The thing is, right, all of these worms live in that torso, but if you capture him when he's still got ammo, you don't get credit for the worms. Like, you can't dig them out and process them. Bit unfortunate. I'd like that. Maybe unbalanced, I don't know. Okay. He's not going to wake up immediately, so the key is, can we stun all three of these? I think what we're going to do is we're going to do with a combination of kills and stuns. But let's make sure we kill the right one. So let's stun the one next to us first. We've got enough to stun this guy again, which gives us a little bit of a safety margin. Come out here. Stun him. Move here. Stun him. You want to get 2 stuns on each worm eventually, because 2 stuns means they're basically out for the entire match, because you can see this guy's going to wake up in 2 turns. Phaonics, I could put you on recover, but I'm tempted. The problem is this bloody shield bearer is preventing the run-in with the shotgun deal from actually being a good idea. So Rick, how much can you do from back there? Although you only have 2 bursts left, and if I remember, you don't have a reload. So, that's actually a little bit of a problem. Okay. So that should be a panic. No, not quite. Bugger! Because this guy's going to come in and cause all sorts of problems. I was hoping that would panic him, but that's going to take him to 0. Okay, options, options, options. That'll do. Pretty sure anyway.
I hope I get them.
Right there.
Now, do you die? No.
Ready to engage.
But if I kill you right now with one of Rick's last bursts, that means that Arthron will panic. There you are. And we get an extra turn to kill him or stun him. Great. We're moving into cleanup mode. So cleanup is achieved with self-replicating, performing a shotgun backstab. The berserkers will run around completing the stun chain to make sure that everyone remains stunned. Poor old Phaonix can finally get his will back, and Rick Steele can go recover the artifact. Alright, that's mission accomplished. Let's see what we managed to bring home. I think it's mostly captives. Because it was a story mission. Story missions' primary rewards are usually skill points, progression, you need to do them, plus whoever you capture. So let's see what we bring home. I think we brought a lot of worms and myrmidon. And we did it with 5 people and a non-frontline team, which is pretty good. Okay, so that's the one that tells us to go to Antarctica. 200 tech, 500 materials is great. You know that we've been working towards being able to get to Antarctica, so there we are. And 3,000 materials and 219 tech, we're in good shape. We do need to trade for more technology, but that team is in good shape, and there are now action sites in Antarctica. We don't quite have the links to get there yet. We need Summer Memorial to detect something on this crux over here, but we will get there. Also, if I look at containment, we are now up to, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 captives? Where is my Myrmidon? I had a stunned Myrmidon. Where is my Myrmidon? Well, that's disheartening. I'm pretty sure I finished the thing with a Myrmidon. Anyway, the point of capturing these guys is you can harvest for mutagens. Bang. And you've got mutagen income. And that's the most efficient way to get mutagens. You can also, if you get the right tech, melt them down for food, but as you can see, I'm sort of breaking the economy as it stands. What I really need to do before the next tick, though, is buy some food. So you're mining mutane, but I kind of want someone... I don't want to divert anyone important, but someone needs to buy some bloody food. Okay, Charlie... Yeah, Charlie will get to this haven, and this haven we can buy 88 food, which will allow us to survive. Morena has been rearmed. The gift is already on its way, but Morena, you just need to repair for a second. But while all that is happening, Alpha Squad has been waiting for their chance. Okay, so we're in an ancient map. My first observation is this is actually, by ancient standards, a little bit of a knife fight map, so we're going to have to be careful. I'll scout to contact. The one thing that will work in our advantage is if we encounter things out this side or down there, there's this big mass of rock which we can use as cover, but anything we encounter out this way or in the center here is going to be really dangerous to us. So I want to clear this open area in the middle first, and then probably work the quadrants of the map, I reckon. But we got a really good team with us. We got Moody and the 8 of the stars with us, so we should be okay. Okay, so these missions are always easier if you clear the big guy first, and we have eyes on the big guy. So,
I'm ready. Aiming.
assuming we've got, yeah, we got great firing lines. So,
Ready to engage.
what we'll do is mark for death,
In my sights.
wake him up, because that'll get him standing up, and then let's go to town.
Preparing to fire.
Chip him down, remove the armor, you know this by
Still
now.
on target.
And then the key is making sure that when the snipers start firing, he doesn't end the turn with the ability to fire his laser eye, basically.
Ready to fire.
Let's just let him hover out to the right. No, he's not. There he is. Okay, cool. Okay, so we stripped a whole bunch of armor. Now,
Can't wait.
do you guys not have...
Let's show 'em
I
what we
thought
can
you
do.
guys had firing
Here
lines,
comes
but
the
okay.
Phoenix.
Let's shoot him in the head to the maximum possible extent. This may be Nero coming in with the accurate fire when we need him.
Ready to
Because once the
engage.
big guy is gone, he can't... There we are.
Target hit.
He can't buff the little ones, and we can sort of outmaneuver the little guys instead.
Got you.
Ready?
Ready.
So
Let's
Borg
do
takes
this.
one step down. Vera comes around, puts around his back. Oh, wasted damage there. I was getting smart and trying to go for the leg, but that's okay. Overwatch for any storm. Nathaniel forward to bait anything. There's the others activating. But we should be able to finish this guy. Oh, that was one closer than I expected. But that is okay, as long as they don't score any surprise hits, because after this turn, we are going to scatter and take cover positions. 2 hoplites in that corner, okay. I do like these hoplites a little bit more as 3? Okay. That's a medkit required right there. And then we're going to have to plan on how to maneuver up on these guys. 3 in a corner with the big guy is a 4. Okay, alright. It's alright, I'll go with this. So basically our key moves for the turn are, we're going to need to medkit, we're going to need to bring down the Cyclops because we don't want him stunning all of our guys, and then we need to break contact with all of these guys here. Because there are 5 of them. Okay, so almost everything spawned in that corner. Fantastic.
What are we doing?
Now, you have a medkit, so
Count to
medkit
10.
yourself.
Breathe.
Identifying target.
Let's strip all the armor off here,
How does that taste?
because the covered positions are all going to be maneuvering out to that side, I think. Although Nathaniel's still going to be in range. Okay, give me a moment to think about this, because I'm going to get to take some shots and still make it to cover. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I need to get into this like structure over here by the end of the turn with pretty much everyone, or be in like a covered position back here. So that might be good. That might be good. Just in terms of things that will deny the opponents a chance to actually get a sight line.
Ready. All set.
And Nathaniel is obviously the bait.
I was born ready. In my sights.
So what I'm going to try and do is get the assaults up closer to the position they're going to need to be in. Is there anywhere that doesn't quite have its armor going yet?
I'm ready.
Vinsnar, if you would be so kind as to remove the armor. Thank you.
Ready to engage. I'm here.
What I can do is take...
I'm
probably a
going.
step like that.
Ready to fire.
Do that. For 219 damage. Take that covered position. Balin, you can quick aim. Then quick aim again.
Steel on target.
Okay, that should be enough damage that if I now bring Atrasis up, great, he's dead. Into here. This graphical glitch where sometimes the big guys freeze is annoying, but you know, it is what it is. They've done so much with the game recently that I am not going to complain.
Preparing to fire.
Nero, take a shot, and then you're destined for cover. Ooh, close. But, into cover you go. Same with Balin. Hide, hide, hide. Everyone hide. If you're soft and squishy, hide away. Vincinar, hide. It's actually a reasonably safe position. Just trying to think what the safest one would be. Probably that. Anyway, I'm going to maneuver. And we've got another one coming in from off screen. So one off to the right over here, plus the cluster of, I think, 5 that are out this way. The others didn't score any hits. Sorry, the turns are so slow with those guys that I don't like just leaving the clip in. But if you would prefer to see the tension as I get stressed with people shooting at me, feel free to let me know. So here's the situation. These are all firing down at Moody and hitting nothing. Same with this guy. So Moody's doing a good job tanking, but it's also not drawing them in just yet. So I kind of feel like we need to break contact entirely in order to draw our opponents sort of in more. Which would mean hiding Mr. Moody. Probably over here. Yes, I'm aware they're there, Mr. Moody.
I'm going.
His perception's really bad. Like, they were shooting at him, and yet he cannot perceive them until he moves. Let's come out and see if we can see anything.
Preparing to fire.
Ah, it's not a great shot, but I'll try. Hey, thank you, Nero.
Let's go.
Back into cover with you. Vincinar can come all the way up and join the others. So we sort of stack up, and Miss Luminum Flare, I think we're going to pull you back over here because you're just too vulnerable to anything that we haven't noticed on the map yet. Borg.
Already there.
Yeah, I'll snapshot you. You've got 12 willpower still. Almost. Now we are almost at the point, because this is our dash range, right? So we can dash out, fire, and get back from there. Not good enough yet. And we need to make sure that we break contact, otherwise they won't advance. They'll just keep firing on him, even though their shot's not very good. So I'm thinking something like over here, maybe? To sort of bait them out this way, which is another way. If I can get them to turn their shields to face the wrong way, we're in good shape. Vincinar, I'm happy with where you are. Atrasis, you're going to be the killer element from this flank, so I'm happy with where you are. I might just overwatch in case they decide to do some sort of close assault, but I think we'll be okay. And Balin, I don't think you're accurate enough to be worth wasting a shot. I'm actually going to let you recover. Let's go. So now hopefully they get drawn in. That's something. There's another one. Because close is vulnerable with these guys. Close is vulnerable. Okay, that can be dealt with. Sakari can kill that with a shotgun. Plus maybe some assistance from someone else. Another one there. Great. Okay, we are getting into rapid clearance territory. Because without the buffs from the big bad guy, we're in good shape. Oh, this is great. Line up. Line up, line up. Okay, this is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, because Atrasis can go probably dash, rapid clear, kill, dash. He also has range to get out to the far end.
I'm ready.
The snipers are here to do the extra damage that's needed in order to make these guys killable. Let me just check, by the way, how much extra damage are you going to need beyond this shotgun blast, because it'll determine who I need to get around here. Very close. I'll just need to get a tickle from somewhere else. Alright. Give me a sec to plot out this chain of murder. So here we go. First step, enable rapid clearance. Step 2, dash to this square. Okay, so he requires a sniper round first. And if this isn't enough damage, then what happens is we can just apply Mark for Death, which makes shotguns murder. Well, that didn't work, so
Here.
we're going to bring Stalin around. We're going to Mark for Death that guy.
All set. Ready to fire.
Which should, yes, see, because it's applied plus 10% damage to every single pellet, congratulations, rapid clearance, or rather target rapidly cleared. Now Stalin recovered last turn, so Stalin, if you would be so kind, Mark for Death again. That is pretty damn close to lethal, but I want to be able to dash again, so
I'm ready.
can Nero tell me if you can tickle? Because I knew I was going to have to tickle this guy. There we go. Probably didn't need to mark him for death in retrospect. What that does mean is we can use the assault rifle instead. Okay, target 2 cleared. Now I think Mr. Moody can come to here. Strike. And then if I'm correct... Brilliant. Target 3 eliminated. Which leaves this guy needing a little bit of a tickle to assist Mr. Sakari.
Do we have a plan?
And a whole bunch of snipers and stuff left in play. Balin. Mark. Thrasis comes out this way. Takes the shotgun. Apply it to the little crest here. Let me just check that the assault rifle doesn't do a better job. It does a pretty good job. Anyway, Borg's gonna get the job of coming out and tickling this dude.
Let's do this.
And the other dude. So, Vincenar, rapid clear. Moody, can you move at all? Can you move 1 square? Thank you. Because if I'm correct... Okay. I believe it's dashed to here from when I was planning this out.
Aiming.
Yep. So let's go quick aim. We're going to burn through a lot of willpower points here.
Ready to engage.
I can't remember what the better higher percentage shot is. Give me a moment, just a moment, because there's something I'm missing here in my sequence. Oh, it might be her. Because if I take this shot,
Here.
that then enables this shot.
Target down.
Great, which enables a dash out this way,
No time to lose.
which enables this shot. Which takes all the armor off the top of that guy.
All set. Taking aim.
Which enables this shot. Which leaves me with Borg completely free. But I thought Borg could take a shot from there, which he can't. So, Mr. Sakari is in a bit of a mess.
5 by 5.
It would have been really cool if I could show off by clearing everyone on the map at once, but I thought Borg had a shot that Borg did not.
Plan?
And I don't think I'm going to be able to magic up a shot from anywhere else. So I think what we're going to have to do is have to have Sakari break contact, probably run around here or something. This guy can shoot at Moody. Moody can survive that for a turn. I mean, I could bash him in order to like show dominance, but I think it's better to just hide here. Oh, he's not taking his eye off the enemy. There you go.
What's our move?
Come to here, and hopefully, after this guy's dead, mission should be mostly complete, because that was that's six small guys and the Cyclops. So what are you going to do? You're going to shoot at Moody? I want you to shoot at Moody. Because Moody can take it. Aha! And you miss, for good measure. Alright, fair enough. And I strongly suspect that he is the only one left.
Taking aim.
So, what do we want to do here?
I'm ready.
I think we want to bring all the other assaults up and get ready for a massive backstab. Give him nothing to shoot at this turn.
5 by 5. Let's roll!
And then the mission will be over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring all the assaults up here. I'm going to break contact so he has to move. He can't see anything, and then I'm just going to shock him in the back. So here he is, very confused. He's going to put his shield up. Because he walked around this way, discovered them, but by that point he didn't have the 3 AP necessary.
5 by 5. I'm going.
To fire his laser.
Moving out. Kill confirmed.
Alright, I think that should be mission clear. Bit of a weird one, because everything except for one enemy spawned all in one corner. But, you know, it is what it is. So, that should be another 1,000 materials and a bunch of skill points. And importantly, the ability to actually use the crystals that we're processing. This should also trigger a cutscene from memory. There you are, 1,000, and processing site. Control enables manufacture from exotic material. So, we now have the ability to actually use living crystal. Now, I've got a neuralizer in manufacture, but how much does a shard gun cost? 50 gas, 50... Okay, so I can add my first shard gun. Now, what I really want is a rebuke, but I've got the resources available right now, so I may as well get a shard gun into the manufacturing queue because they ain't bad. And Alpha Team is now freed up. This is Alpha and Alpha 2. So what's this? Protein mutane field. You know what? Alpha Team's on a bit of a roll. They can go clear that. Delta, keep exploring. You're going to go make an intercept. You're repairing. You're mining. So I should rename the trade boat to... Let's go to trade boat. Let's call it Miner 3. Because that's where Miner 2 is. Where's Miner 1? Miner 1 is on its way to the orichalcum mine to start getting us some sweet, sweet orichalcum, which will give us really solid income of all of these. I'm at a bit of a loss as to why it's showing +4 orichalcum if I don't have anyone at that location yet. Charlie's squad is here. Oh, and this guy is on his way too. So Charlie's squad is probably about to have a fight with this guy. We'd want the Morena to come down too. Do we have any spare equipment? We have a spare New Jericho railgun. So if I do that, and I replace that, so I put the damage stuff, even though he's got very limited hit points, I can force the Morena into service right now, which is what I might do. Okay, so here we go. We are engaging a target. What has it got? This is a range 800 heat guidance. This is a range 1400 psychic guidance, so we can't dodge. So basically, we're going to get hurt here. What we have, and this is Charlie's squad, not an air combat unit. But they need to go back and rest soon anyway, so we might get repairs in. So we might close in and try and at least gun down this thing. I'm not sure how badly this is going to hurt. I mean, we've got extra hit points. So burst 1, cooldown 20 second, bioweapon damage 40. I don't know if that means... Does that mean damage over time? In which case I really hate it. And I think Psychic Guidance means it never misses. No, it's 50% accurate, but it means you can't counter it. So miss, please. Yes, there we go. So he will get another shot. But I am going to put these auto guns... There we go. Okay, he hit me. So I've got damage over time being applied. I'm going to disengage now. Done everything I need to do. So Charlie can now go repair. The gift can come and shoot this thing down. And hopefully the Morena can come and shoot this thing down. I'm just going to move these miners on and off location again, just in case it needs to tell itself to mine. Tech 15, 300, that's all good. Is there anything else over here for Echo Squad to hit up? I'm not sure. How much it costs to activate this? I could activate the... and to start doing scanning in Australia. That'd be handy. Or I can start scanning in Southern or Western Africa, because I've got no satellite coverage over either of these. Let's just check. Satellite uplink is in place there. Containment. Alright, I'm happy with all of that, but I can't see any bases. So there's not much for Echo to do. I mean, I can activate another base, but I really need tech and food are real limiters at the moment. So what I might do is I might actually stop over here to buy some food. Echo. If there's nothing else for you to do, Echo, I will bring you back. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally deployed a Guardian, but thankfully I couldn't afford it. So it didn't actually happen. What I'm thinking about doing is activating the Australian base. Start a repair on the energy generator. I don't need these living quarters. I don't need any of this really at the moment, but I'll keep it there. What they really need is a satellite uplink. Get Charlie to... Where is Charlie disengaging? Charlie, that's a dumb place to disengage to. Oh, we've already bought all the food from here. That place has 109 food. So I'm actually going to divert Alpha. Oh, what do we got now? This is more Festering Sky stuff. I realise that actually, on thinking about it, we won't get stuff from the new DLC in this campaign, because you need to start a new campaign for that, but I would like to finish this campaign. Well, that sucks. Okay, so basically that thing is causing serious trouble. I believe it. Charlie, how about you go give your people a... Oh, you can't give them a rest there, but you can go repair at the very least. But they're probably going to need to go somewhere. This place has a living quarters. So as soon as Charlie arrives, we'll send Charlie to give a living quarters. Oh man, they destroyed the haven? Well, that sucks. That's the first time I've lost a haven that I've seen. Bugger. Okay, so Charlie, go down that way. And we need to shoot these guys down quickly to disrupt the behemoth, but, you know. Intercept. Engage. And with our railgun ignoring their armor, destroy that bloody armored plate. What do you mean blocked? Oh, that's a laser gun. Okay, the missile should do enough damage. Thank you. God, this thing's tough. Hope we brought enough missiles. We might be here a while. Is there a way to stop the laser shooting? Because I'd like to stop firing it until the missiles have shredded more of the armor. Laser's doing something. There we go. And we get nothing for it. Great. Well, let's go over here in case they need help. And I'll keep flying around the world.